Good morning, everyone. Today is day 21 of school closures in our district. It is Thursday in my world. And here's your MobyMax update for today. Today I checked in on the number of points we have completed for our challenge, and we have finished 1,870 points out of 2,000 for our challenge. Our due date is July 15th, and if we accomplish this goal, we will not only earn a pizza party for the classroom, but also a free tablet for use in the classroom. If you watched yesterday, you would know that we also earned some Amazon gift cards, and I made a purchase for our classroom. If you didn't watch yesterday's video for day 20, I encourage you to go do that to find out what it was I purchased for the classroom. Here are the folks that helped us gain points by logging in yesterday. Aaliyah, Briar, Brody, Kenneth, Natalie, Talon, and Tyson all logged in yesterday to help us earn some points. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps. So be sure to log into MobyMax if and when you have time so that I can see that you are doing distance learning and we can gain some more points towards our goals. To the lessons for today, if you are a Writing Centers student, you have a journal assignment for Thursdays. So you're working on a Thursday journal. Look at your packet from your homeroom teachers, or if you've received the next assignments from your teachers, there should be an email coming out, I would imagine, with some more ideas. You can take a look at that. Math Center students, if you are a second grader, you can be working in your grade level packets or online. Any of the suggestions that your homeroom teachers have or things that we do in our classroom are fine. Jumping onto MobyMax and completing a few lessons would really help us out so that we can get our goal of 2,000 points on MobyMax. Third graders, we are working on order of operations. We studied parentheses last week, and order of operations is on the to-do list this week. You should be getting instruction from your homeroom teachers on that. In the Everyday Math Journal number 2, looks like this. You should have it at home. We should be done with all the pages through 213 math boxes. So if you've not been working on math boxes, please go ahead and take some time to work on those. Remember, students and families, these little page numbers go with the student reference book. They are clues and examples for how to complete each problem. You can access the student reference book on Connected in the same way that your children would access Connected Everyday Math online games. So next to the online games, there is an opportunity for the children to click a link to a digital copy of their student reference book. So you can use that whenever it is needed. If you need more directions about how to access that, please just send me an email and I'll make sure I get them there. All right, so Math Centers and Writing Center students, if you do not want to stick around for reading, that is fine. You can log off for today. I'm going to jump into a second grade phonics lesson and then some third grade vocabulary work and a story. So here we go. Second graders that are listening and third graders that are hanging around for a little bit of practice, we've been talking about inserting and deleting initial phonemes. Initial is beginning, right away, the first, and phonemes are the sounds that we hear in words. Usually they're associated with a letter, sometimes combinations of letters. We've been talking about blends, particularly blends in the initial sounds that use an R. So today I'm going to give you some more words. We're going to delete an initial phoneme. Let's try a few. So I'll say a word and then you go ahead and say the word. Then I'll tell you what sound to delete and we'll see what's left over. First word, say crib. Without k. What's the word? That's right, it's rib. Say broom. Without b. What's the word? Room. Good job. Say prince. Prince. Without the p, what's left? rinse. Good job. Say brain without b. What's your word? Rain. Say crash. Crash. Without the k. What's left? That's right, rash. Say grow without g. What's left? Row. Very good. So our words were crib, broom, prince, brain, crash, and grow. All of those words have a blended R sound at the very beginning, or the initial part of the word. We took off that first sound and found that there are familiar words that we know within the word. Okay, good readers, notice words that are familiar and combinations of letters that look like words that we use every day. So when you come to a bigger word, look for parts that you know, parts that are familiar. This is a great strategy for compound words as well. When you see two little words smashed together and you recognize the parts of the word, then you can blend it out. All right, second graders, you can be excused unless you want to stick around and see what the third graders are up to. Third graders, you're up next. Let's take a look at our vocabulary for the week. Purple words are for review. Foundation. A foundation is a group that works to do something. These children jumped rope so they could raise money. What's my word? Remarkable. Something remarkable is incredible or amazing. David is a remarkable soccer player. What's my word? Okay, these are red. They would be on the test. They'll be in all your stories this week for sure. Horrified. When someone is horrified, he or she is filled with great fear, horror, or dislike. Paul and his mother were horrified by this scary movie. What's my word? Unfairness. Unfairness is the state of being unfair or unjust. The baseball player discussed the unfairness of the referee's call. What's my word? Citizenship. Citizenship is the position of being a citizen of a country with all the rights, duties, and privileges that come with it. Planting a tree in your community is an example of good citizenship. What's my word? Proposed. To have proposed something means to have suggested someone or something to others for their consideration. Mom proposed that they look online to find the answer to Tina's question. What's my word? Continued. When something is continued, it goes on without stopping. Justin continued to read his book all afternoon. What's my word? Waver. To waver means to stop a moment when being unsure. Ted's confidence started to waver when he forgot the answer. What's my word? Daring. Something that is daring is courageous and bold. One brave penguin made a daring dive into the sea. What's my word? And our last word is participate. To participate means to join with others or take part in something. Barb and her friends like to participate in sack races at the picnic. What's my word? Good job. Let's see if we can find any of them in our story about Eunice Kennedy Shriver. Usually they're sprinkled in there. We were on chapter 3. We're getting close to the end here of this particular story. Remember, our leveled readers have another story at the back as well, usually. Let's see what it is. Somebody that was a lifesaver, not the candy. All right, let's take a look at this. Remember, we were talking about biography, the story of someone's life. This one is about Eunice Kennedy Shriver, but it's written by Jeff Fairburn, so it's not an autobiography. Essential question, what do good citizens do? Well, let's find out more. Chapter 3. from camp Shriver to Special Olympics. That's an interesting title. Ah, this makes more sense. When you look at the text feature here, the caption says, Camp Shriver was a place to have fun and play sports. So let's reread that. From Camp Shriver to Special Olympics. Now that makes a lot more sense. When I was looking at Shriver, I thought it was talking about the person. I needed to read on to find out more. In 1962, the mother of a child with an intellectual disability called Eunice on the phone. The mother said that there were no summer camps for her child. Eunice decided to start a summer camp at her home. The camp was called Camp Shriver. The camp was free for intellectually disabled children. Eunice and her family swam and played ball with the children. Soon, more camps like Camp Shriver started around the country. The charity that Eunice ran paid for the sports camps. The camps were a success. Next, Eunice proposed holding a sports event for children with disabilities. Children from all over the country would participate. The sports event became the Special Olympics Games. The first Special Olympics Games took place in 1968. So if you wanted to know how long ago that was, you could take 2020, subtract 1968, and you'll have to do some regrouping, especially in the ones place to start it off. You'll have to go borrow and then bring it back. And there is another text feature here. A photograph. Let's look at the fun facts here. It says the first Special Olympics Games. 1,000 athletes from 26 states and Canada competed in track and swimming. There were 25-meter swim races. Other events were running races, ball throws, and long jump. Well, that sure is cool. I think we'll save the rest of the story to finish tomorrow, and we'll call it a day. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.